Okay, we're back with another video, and I think I prefer speaking from this spot here instead of making some elaborate setup at the back there because I'm too lazy, and here there's a table and everything so the mic can be up frame. So actually I've just wanted to, okay, first of all, this title is a little bit clickbait because I already thought of the video idea, which is moving to Thailand from Singapore as a 22-year-old, and I'm not actually moving here. I've just spent the maximum duration that you can stay here on a tourist visa, and I have a lot of friends that ask me, or like even my family members ask me, why did I come here? What is the purpose? And like those concerned thinking like I'm here to do all sorts of funny business. So yeah, so here I'm just here to document my thought process of why I made this voyage and how it's been going out for me so far. So there are six main points the reasons why I came here. So the first one is that there is a reason why in the West that there's a culture of moving out from home. And I'm not too sure why that there is such a common, prevalent thing that people in the West do when they're 18 they move out, but for us in Asian culture it's not so common, especially if places are like Singapore. It's expensive to own your own home, so people delay that process for as long as possible. And you sort of have that experience with going to university when you have dorm, and for us for NS lah, like we have to go to the military, so we have sort of have that experience. The only difference is that you're always with someone, so you're always around people, so it's not exactly the same as moving to a completely foreign place. And I know it's a bit weird that I wrote that hero's journey, but I just got really inspired by this creator who basically documented his own journey moving and how it changed his life and transformed basically everything for him. And he emphasized a lot about a hero's journey, about how you need to, like, if you think about every hero story, right, there'll always be like a training camp at some point. Like uh like if anybody watches like anime, like all the big animes, like Naruto had his training, and like Ichigo had his training to achieve all his abilities and shit. So okay, I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically the main point is that in a hero's journey, the hero would typically spend some time on his own training for something. And it's not like I'm training for anything, but it's just something that I felt would be cool to do. And when it's described that way, I don't know, like videos can do weird things to you, right? So I got really inspired by that and I just really wanted to do it. But to try. So yeah. And I do think it helps with family relationships as well. Because we're at a stage of our life, especially at this age, where I want to do my own things. I want to live by my own rules, and having to spend all your time in your family with your parents' rules might not be the best for a relationship. So I find that after a certain period of time of living, it's a lot better for your relationship with your family members actually, because there's, like, the famous saying, like, distance makes the heart grow fonder, like something like that. So I do think it's beneficial, like obviously not as a permanent thing, but I think that having this experience is good, especially that I'm in a stage of my life where I can do it because I live off my online income. So that's reason number one. Number two is that the gyms here and Muay Thai. So back at home, I don't know of a single nearby airconless gym in Singapore, which is a huge problem because I don't like air-conditioned gyms. And you might think that there's a weird requirement or weird reason, but I think it's pretty big for me because based on what I have researched and what I know, when you exercise and your pores basically open when you sweat, it's actually extremely bad for you that you are under aircon, and the colder it is, the worse it is. So being able to come to here where especially a no aircon gym is even cheaper, I think that's like a win-win. So I love it for the fact here that there is an airconless gym that I can use. And I also like the atmosphere that it is more relaxed. So when you film, people don't really care. People here do all sorts of weird stuff. Like I've seen some weird shit that people did in the gyms, and nobody cares. Like nobody cares. Like genuinely nobody gives a shit about anyone else. So I absolutely love that. I've not filmed as much as I wanted to do like during the gyms, but I think I'm gonna do more because I still feel a little like shy and shit. Okay, whatever. And the adjacent point to that is regarding to fighting, like Muay Thai. So I just happened to stumble onto a very, very good spot by chance. It was accidental. It was like completely by luck. But the thing is with Singapore, an issue is that the society has become so competitive that nobody can really focus on an art and really, really be a master of it. That's not to say, oh, I'm not trying to like generalize. I'm just saying as a general. I'm not trying to like prescribe this onto anyone. I'm just saying as a general rule. A lot of times, if people are doing things that are like part-time-ish, this, and they're always thinking about something else, Over here, the instructors of the Muay Thai, they sleep at the freaking center and they don't do anything else. They train from as early as 7 all the way to the sunset. And like it doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get more authentic and more like these people literally live and breathe their craft. And not only that, it is cheaper than doing it back home. I think that is unmatched for the price and for the quality of the experience and authenticity that you are able to experience here. There is absolutely no match. And another point which I didn't write there is that the crowds, basically, because it's such a less crowded place, at least for my area here in Chiang Mai, that I don't ever have to wait for a machine, which like anybody who lives in a populated area will know that is one of like the biggest nightmares of going to the gym. We're just queuing and queuing. Like, how many cents? None of that. It's just when you want to go, any machine is always available, and at most it's one person using it. We gotta wait for like we just ask like, can we work together, and it's perfectly fine. So I think that's just an absolute win-win for everything, especially with regards to doing Muay Thai and fighting, the level of just how skilled they are. And it's not about skill even, it's about like passion and like the raw, they actually live and breathe this art in a sense. So that's another point. Another point is I'm not saying that you can't find this elsewhere. I'm just saying that for the price to the quality ratio, it is absolutely unmatched, top quality all the way. Reason number 3 is obviously no surprise, cost of living. So I live quite budget here because I don't really do much. I just stay here most of the time. So my experience is one, okay? It's just here and back home. So I don't really have any barometer to set, but based on what I have experienced here, the price to the quality of life, it is absolutely incredible. It's unbeatable. And personally, I love Thai food because it's quite similar to Chinese food, just that the taste is a bit different, but largely it's all the same. It's all the same noodles, all the same rice, the meat is all the same. So I love it. And everything else is just extremely affordable to live here, even on a tight budget. And I'm going to make a video about like my cost of living here, but even if you have a super tight budget, you can live like as in comfortably, meaning that you can not do like extravagant stuff, but generally you will never go hungry, and whatever the basic stuff you need to cover, you will always be able to cover your basic needs. So I think this is quite self-explanatory. Everybody has talked about how good of a cost of living that it is in Thailand, and yeah, so not much to talk about here. The next one is about bulking, and I've always wanted to gain back the weight because I've lost quite too much weight, a little bit accidental, but it's just easy AF over here because the food is so good and it's so affordable. So I'm always eating. And a side point is that there are like hundreds of shops selling drinks. So I'm always drinking stuff. But I can show it. So like I have drinks with every meal. So this is like Milo plus Oreo. This is like milk tea. So it's just so easy to do bulking here. Whereas back at home, at least in my area, there wasn't many people selling drinks, and not in such a nice way. Like I'm genuinely addicted to some of these drinks. So for bulking purposes, it's perfect. If you want to lose weight, then that's too bad for you. But for me at least, because I want to gain weight, it's been an incredibly easy process. Like I struggle to put on weight back at home, but here, incredibly simple. So that's another good reason. And of course, because when I first moved here, there's so many new and interesting places to try and eat food. So it's just so easy. I just go here, I want to try this, I want to try that, try this, try that, try this, try that. So you end up just accidentally eating a whole bunch of shit. So bulking has been extremely easy here. And I'll probably document my fitness stuff here as well. But yeah, so another reason for moving here is that I just knew that I didn't know, I just had a feeling, because I didn't really do much research before coming here, that it should be easier to gain weight here than back home because of all this novel experience. So yes, bulking. Easy AF over here. Okay, the next point is a little more abstract. It is that I just wanted to do something new, to challenge myself. Because I'm not gonna lie, the reason why I mentioned earlier that staying in bunks in military and dorms in university is not exactly the same, because you're always with someone and there's always people around you. And when you look at in your life, even if you don't have many friends, you're always around people who you can speak to, you understand what you're trying to say. So you never ever truly felt alone in a place, right? Even if you go overseas as a student, you're going there, you know that you're gonna find other students there on an exchange program, something like that. Or if you go somewhere, you know that there's someone on the other side waiting to receive you. When I came here, I know absolutely zero people. So I'm not here to find friends. I didn't have any friends prior to coming here, and that really forced me to be a lot more social to people, especially with trying to speak a language that I don't know. So I'm gonna make an video on all the basic Thai I've learned, but it just forced me to just try my best to learn a new language and to try and make friends with everybody I can. So, and I think that is something that has changed about me, that I always try to make small talk with people now, with all the people I buy food from, all the people that I interact with. And yeah, it also depends on people. So because not everybody is interested in making small talk with you, so whenever they can, then I will do it. Like I will try my best on translate. Then I say, look at this, and then they'll show me back. So it just forced myself to be more social and out, speak to everyone. So also because this is a place where it has a high inflow of travelers, whenever I hear someone who can speak English or Chinese, I'll just say hi. Like even if it's weird, even if it's awkward, I'll just say, hello, you can speak English. Okay, you want to talk for a while? I literally did that yesterday, and it was very weird. It was very, very awkward. But I don't care. Okay, I did it. I'll never see them again, so I don't care. Okay, and that's also like another good thing about being in a totally new place where nobody knows you, is that if I really screw up here and I embarrass myself, I can just never come back. Okay, but I love it here and I'll definitely come back. But it's another good reason, which is not written on. Is that you are free to be whoever you want to be, whoever I wished that I was. You are free to do it here completely, because you don't know anyone. And I think that's such a liberating feeling, to be in a place where you just know, I don't know anyone, so it's great, right? So I'm not saying to do illegal stuff, but it's to try and express yourself in the way you always envision in your head. So it is not a super big thing for me because I do act like quite crazy back at home. So, but there is just another reason that I thought of saying. And there I wrote also that there's something about like there's no excuses, because there's something that coming here has revealed to me is that I'm not as like I'm still very far from the person that I want to be, because I'm not disciplined enough. I'm not I'm not sticking to the things that I really said I wanted to do. So, and I'm still working on it. And because back at home it's very easy to make excuses. Oh, I got this new, my friends got this, my family asked me to go there, blah 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 blah. So, but when I'm here, there's absolutely no excuse. I have nowhere to go, nobody to meet. So if I don't do something I said I wanted to do, it's 100% my fault. And yeah, so I've cheated on myself on a lot of things. But moving forward, no more. That's why I'm making videos non-stop from this point onwards. Because I said I want to make a lot of videos here, and I've not been doing it. So from this point on, many videos. And the last point, I guess, actually it's just a very simple point. It is just an absolutely beautiful place. So I didn't know this before coming here. I came here on a holiday before, but not this area. So there's something that is beautiful about this place, which it's really very hard to describe. But in the image here, at least, there's a YouTube video about this district here, which is in the slide here. But there is just there's no beaches here. So if you're into beach and water, okay, there's water here, but it's like river and it's like dirty-ish. So okay, I mean I'm pretty sure beach water is dirty also, but there's no coastline, any sort of coastline here. So if you're someone who really needs that, then this place is not for you. So Chiang Mai and in my area, Haya, is not suited for you. But for me at least, I've never been much of a beach person. Like back at home, I hardly ever go to the beach anyways. And I don't know how to explain it, but there's just something that's really beautiful about this place. It's just a beautiful mixture of beauty and chaos. Because make no mistake, when we venture out into the main areas, it is still very chaotic. But in my area, it's extremely peaceful, and in my room, it's extremely peaceful. And I think I just feel so at peace here. I have no other way to explain it. And it's an extension of that is the people as well. So the people are very nice and very welcoming, especially if you venture into the non-touristy areas and you make an effort to speak their language. They are extremely nice, and I feel very welcome here, and I feel very happy being here. Not to say I'm not happy at home, but it's just very different feeling of more relaxed, more chill, more open. And I think that's something that you have to really feel it to understand. And another point about this is the sheer amount of temples here, which is amazing. And I think I'll put this in a dedicated video of the best things about living in my area here in Chiang Mai, that it just feels like such a holy, blessed place. If you have only seen Thailand through the eyes of Pattaya or those like Ladyboy and all those nightlife stuff, you are completely missing out on the beauty and the pureness of this area in Chiang Mai, because there's no such thing happening here, and it is really beautiful. And yeah, so that is a reason here. And this one is an accident, because I didn't know that I would love it so much before coming here. I did almost like my research was extremely minimal. I just okay, screw it, let's just go. I found a place and we go. But this is a like amazing accident. So it is an extremely beautiful place. And if anybody wants to, it's a vibe of sort of like countryside, but with city-like things extremely near you. So that's the sort of vibe that this place is. And there's a lot of grass around. Buildings are low, so I can see like coastline, horizon. So you can see the horizon. And you're surrounded by mountains, and there's temples everywhere. You literally see all the temple structures like everywhere, and it's just amazing. So yeah, so that are the 6 reasons why I decided to come here as a 22-year-old to experience life elsewhere. Like, I'm pretty sure I want to visit other places as well. So, but this is just the first stop, and for a first trip away, I think this has been an absolutely beautiful, beautiful place to come to, and I absolutely recommend it to everyone. And yes, I think that's pretty much it. So, more videos soon. We're gonna make so much freaking videos about how I learned Thai, the pros and cons of living here, cost of living. So at least those 3 are the ones that I absolutely do, and we'll do it in a nice PowerPoint style like this. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is a good enough video for people to stick around. Okay, bye bye.